I've spent enough time on the range and in the field to know that buying the wrong firearm brand doesn't just waste your money. It can seriously compromise your safety. Some companies are constantly cutting corners, putting out subpar products just to hit a price point. Others have earned their stripes through years of consistent, top-tier craftsmanship. There's a reason experienced shooters stick with certain names. It's not about hype. It's about trust, earned through real-world performance. That's why I've put together a ranking of 12 firearm manufacturers, both handguns and rifles, starting from the bottom and working our way up to the ones I'd personally trust with my life. My list is based on long-term reliability, mechanical accuracy, safety engineering, overall construction quality, customer service, and bang for your buck. I've seen firearms fail under pressure, and if you know what to look for, you'll recognize the warning signs before it's too late. Number 12. Raven Arms. If there's one name you should avoid like the plague, it's Raven Arms. Their MP-25 pistol is a train wreck on every level. The frame is cast from a zinc alloy, something you might think is space age. But in practice, zinc doesn't hold up under repeated firing stress. These guns begin to deform, crack, and fall apart after moderate use. And when the frame finally gives out, it's not just junk, it's dangerous. Early models didn't even come with functional safeties, which led to accidental discharges more often than you'd believe. Add to that the laughably underpowered .25 automatic Colt pistol cartridge, and you've got a recipe for disaster. If your gun starts disintegrating while you're using it, you're not holding a defensive tool, you're holding a liability. Take my advice. Treat Raven like a ticking time bomb. Number 11. Jimenez Arms. Jimenez Arms, which now goes by SECY Industries, is the poster child for what's wrong with budget pistols. No matter what name they operate under, the problems follow. These are the definition of Saturday night specials, cheap handguns that constantly jam, misfire, and come with poorly machined internals. I've seen guns from this brand with misaligned barrels so bad the rounds barely print paper at 10 yards. Their customer service? Practically non-existent. Once something breaks, and you'll be lucky to even get an email back. If the folks who built the gun won't support it, that should tell you everything you need to know. Trusting your life to one of these is asking for disappointment. Number 10. SECY Industries. SECY makes guns that are famous for the wrong reasons. Their handguns are notorious for failure to eject issues, stovepipes, and feeding malfunctions. The trigger is especially bad. It's long, gritty, and heavy, which is a nightmare for anyone trying to shoot accurately. New shooters develop bad habits with triggers like these, and experienced ones just get frustrated. The grip texture is slick, so good luck keeping your hold with anything that kicks. And if you're hoping for modern features, like optics, ready cuts, or accessory rails, forget it. SECY strips their pistols down to the absolute bare minimum to keep costs low. Bottom line, trying to save a few bucks here is likely to cost you far more in frustration and risk down the line. Number 9. Hi-Point Firearms. Look, I know, Hi-Point has its loyal defenders, but let's be honest, they're built like bricks and shoot like them too. These pistols and carbines are clunky, unbalanced, and awkward to handle. Despite using budget materials, they're still heavy, thanks to that oversized slide. The trigger is typical of bottom-tier guns, sloppy, stiff, and unpredictable. That makes accurate shooting a serious challenge. There's no support for modern accessories, either no lights, no optics, no frills. Just bare-bones utility. Add in their recall history, and it's clear that reliability isn't guaranteed. Yes, they go bang, but that's about it. If your budget is rock bottom and you know exactly what compromises you're making, then maybe. Otherwise, steer clear. Number 8. Rossi. Rossi is where things start to get more complicated. While they offer some attractive prices, their customer service is a frequent source of frustration. Broken parts vanish into warranty limbo, or come back missing critical pieces. Common complaints include busted ejectors, misaligned loading gates, and loose screws after only a couple range sessions. Their finish often looks like it was sprayed on in someone's garage rather than applied by a serious manufacturer. Some shooters manage to make their Rossi lever guns serviceable, but it usually takes the skill of a gunsmith. And honestly, you shouldn't have to rebuild a brand new rifle just to get it to run right. Even when they work, they don't hold a candle to lever guns from Marlin, Henry, or Winchester in the same class. Number 7. Taurus. Taurus is a roll of the dice. Sometimes you get a solid handgun that runs smooth, and other times you get a box of problems. Reports range from flawless to frustrating, feeding issues, gritty triggers, loose slide rails, you name it. There's just too much variance between production runs. Their aftermarket support is also a bit lacking. Finding quality holsters, spare magazines, or replacement parts is a lot harder than it is with household names like Glock or Sig Sauer. And don't expect to find factory parts 10 years down the road. For range plinking, Taurus is fine. But for concealed carry, home defense, or serious defensive use, decent isn't good enough. Taurus lands right in the middle, not terrible, but not a brand I'd bet my life on either. Number 6. Smith & Wesson. This is where we shift gears and start talking about manufacturers you can actually rely on. Smith & Wesson is one of those brands that covers all the bases, whether your interest lies in classic revolvers, striker-fired pistols, sporting rifles, or traditional builds. The M&P 15 Sport 2 is a standout in the budget AR market and easily holds its ground even when compared to more expensive options. That said, talk to most veteran shooters, and they'll tell you it's the revolvers that made Smith & Wesson a legend. Their double-action wheel guns have built a strong reputation among collectors, duty users, and folks who carry for protection. About 4 out of 5 customers say they'd gladly purchase from them again, and that speaks volumes. Sure, they've had a few hiccups along the way, but nothing that significantly tarnishes their track record. Whether you're prepping for a match, hunting season, or daily carry, Smith & Wesson delivers firearms that are built to perform and built to last. Number 5. Colt. Colt offers something money can't buy: heritage. This is the company behind the legendary single-action Army and the iconic 1851 Navy revolver, both of which helped write the story of the American frontier. And then there's their take on the classic 1911 platform, still one of the most favored choices among custom pistol builders and competitive shooters. Their LE 6920 carbine found its way into law enforcement armories. For good reason: it's reliable, accurate, and field-proven. Sure, Colt has had its ups and downs financially, but they've always managed to rebound by sticking to solid craftsmanship. A Colt firearm is not just a tool, it's a piece of American history, wrapped in dependable engineering. For gun owners who want both legacy and performance, Colt bridges the gap between the past and the present like few others can. Number 4. SECY USA. If you're after old-world precision blended with practical performance, SECY is a name worth knowing. Whether you're running the full-sized SECY 75 or a compact P10 model, you're getting intuitive ergonomics, refined machining, and incredibly smooth trigger brakes. Their bolt-action rifles and over-under shotguns have won over both seasoned hunters and the competitive shooting crowd. One of SECY's strongest qualities is how well they support their customers. Their warranty process is fast, fair, and generally painless, something that's still surprisingly rare in this industry. While SECY may be based in Europe, their pricing doesn't feel like it. You get world-class firearms without needing to sell a kidney. It's the kind of brand that appeals equally to traditional shooters and those looking for a modern edge without compromise. Number 3. Glock. Whether or not you like how it looks, Glock has become synonymous with reliability. These handguns may not win beauty contests, but they show up and get the job done every single time. The Glock 17 and Glock 19 are 2 of the most widely issued sidearms across the globe, and that's no accident. They're no frills, design minimizes failure points, making them easy to clean, quick to service, and hard to break. From city police departments to battlefield units, Glocks are trusted because they just keep running. Sure, there were some growing pains, like the recoil spring issues on the Gen 4 models. But overall, Glock's reputation is solid gold. A lot of shooters experiment with different brands, but eventually come back to Glock when they need something they can truly count on. If you're looking for a pistol that performs every time without complaint, Glock is about as close to a sure bet as you'll find. Number 2. Sig Sauer. When your firearms are selected by the U.S. military, that says everything. Sig Sauer's P320, which now serves as the M17 and M18 in military service, has proven its worth under extreme stress. But Sig isn't just about military contracts. They're one of the most innovative names in the business. Take the P365 AXG Legion, for instance. It offers a full-size grip, feel in a deep concealment frame, with an all-metal build and superb handling. Sig goes beyond the minimum safety requirements, building multiple layers of internal protections into their platforms. And when issues do arise, like with the early P320 models, they don't sweep it under the rug, they address it head-on with real solutions. Like the voluntary upgrade program, Sig Sauer walks the line between cutting-edge features and old-school durability, delivering firearms that feel elite without being delicate. Number 1. Daniel Defense. Leading the charge at the very top is Daniel Defense, and they didn't earn that spot by accident. This company manufactures nearly every component in-house, which gives them tight control over quality and performance from start to finish. Their DDM 4V7 rifle is one of the finest AR-style rifles available today. What sets them apart isn't just their top-tier materials. It's how they design those materials to work together with absolute precision. From cold hammer, forged barrels to top-notch upper and lower receivers, every piece is optimized for serious shooters. Their rifles are built to eat high-pressure 5.56 NATO ammunition without skipping a beat. The free-floating handguards with M-Lock compatibility add versatility without giving up stability. And their nitride coatings extend lifespan while resisting wear and corrosion. Yes, you'll pay a premium, but every dollar goes toward battlefield-grade engineering. If you're the kind of shooter who demands excellence and won't settle for less, Daniel Defense is where the buck stops. So there you have it, from the bottom-tier brands that should make you think twice, to the industry titans setting the standard. If you've had personal experience with any of these names, good or bad, drop a comment and share your story. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button on All About Survival for more no-nonsense gun reviews and gear advice. Until next time, stay safe and shoot straight.